Alex Eala at the 2026 ASB Classic. Schedule, draw, and matchups. Alexandra Alex Eala opens her 2026 tennis season in Auckland, New Zealand as she competes in the ASB Classic, a WTA 250 tournament, starting Monday. The Filipina star will see action in both the singles and doubles draws at her season opener. Schedule. Singles draw. January 6th, 6 a.m., Alex Eala vs. Dana Vekic, round of 32. Doubles draw. January 5th, 8:50 a.m., Alex Eala/Ivajovic vs. Alina Svitolina/Venus Williams, round of 16. Note: match times are subject to change depending on preceding matches. Eala enters the 2026 ASB Classic coming off a historic 2025 season, during which she broke into the WTA Top 100, captured her first WTA 125 title, and won her first Southeast Asian Games gold medal. 2025 SEA Games. Alex Eala with her gold medal. Tennis. Alex Eala at the 2026 ASB Classic. A bold start to a breakout season. The dawn of a new tennis season often feels like the moment before an artist's first brushstroke, rich with potential, daring, and the promise of brilliance. For Alexandra Alex Eala, the 2026 ASB Classic in Auckland, New Zealand is exactly that, a fresh canvas where she aims to paint a chapter of her own story in tennis, part drama, part triumph, and wholly unforgettable. Wikipedia. At just 20 years old, Eala enters the WTA 250 event not as a newcomer, but as a rising force who already showed her mettle in 2025 by breaking into the WTA Top 100, winning her first WTA 125 title, and earning a gold medal at the Southeast Asian Games. Now, she stands ready to kick off her 2026 campaign under bright Auckland skies, confident and eager for the battles ahead. GMA Network +1. Spiral Calendar Tournament Schedule and Key Dates. The 2026 ASB Classic runs from January 5th to 11th, 2026, as part of the early season Australian swing leading up to the Australian Open. Wikipedia. Here's a breakdown of Alex Eala's key matches. Tennis singles. Round of 32. January 6th, Alex Eala vs. Dana Vekic. The Philippine star's first test in Auckland comes against the seasoned Croatian star Dana Vekic, a former top 20 player with years of experience on tour. GMA Network +1. Tennis doubles. Round of 16. January 5th, Alex Eala and Ivajovic vs. Alina Svitolina and Venus Williams in a thrilling pairing of generations and styles. Eala teams up with Ivajovic to take on a powerhouse team featuring Alina Svitolina and tennis legend Venus Williams. GMA Network +1. Note: match times can shift depending on scheduling and previous results, but these are the days on which Eala's biggest matches are slated to unfold. GMA Network. Brain the draw. Eala's path through Auckland. The main singles draw consists of 32 players, a mix of seasoned stars, hungry competitors, and rising talents from across the globe. Eala entered the tournament as the 4th seed, reflecting her strong 2025 finish and her steadily rising ranking. Wikipedia +1. Here's how the draw looks around her. Round pushpin bottom half of the draw. 4. Alex Eala vs. Dana Vekic. As the tournament gets underway, Eala will face Vekic, a tough, tactical opponent known for her flat ground strokes and competitive grit. This clash is expected to test Eala's consistency and strategy early on. TennisUpToDate.com. Possible next match. If she defeats Vekic, Eala would likely face the winner of Camila Osorio vs. Petra Marcinko, both dangerous players capable of deep runs in Auckland. TennisUpToDate.com. Potential quarterfinal scenario. Should Eala advance deeper, she could meet Venus Williams, the legend herself, in a blockbuster quarterfinal matchup that pits youth against experience in a highly anticipated duel. Philstar.com +1. Collision key matchups to watch. Let's break down the storylines and rivalries that could define Eala's week in Auckland. Direct hit. Alex Eala vs. Dana Vekic. This opening match holds more significance than just a first-round hurdle. Dana Vekic, a veteran of big stages and powerful baselines, presents a challenge that could sharpen Eala's focus and reveal how far her game has matured since the previous season. This is about rhythm, court coverage, and Eala's ability to withstand pressure from an opponent who often stays steady deep into rallies. A win here would set the tone for her tournament and send an early message. The young Filipino is not just participating, she's contending. GMA Network +1. Handshake doubles drama. Eala and Jovic vs Svitolina and Venus. Doubles shouldn't be overlooked. In this round of 16 pairing, Eala and her partner Iva Jovic square off against Alina Svitolina and Venus Williams. Not just opponents, but icons of different eras. GMA Network. Here's the subtext. Svitolina brings craft and resilience. Venus Williams brings legacy, power, and unmatched competitive spirit. Eala and Jovic, as a young duo, bring hunger and unpredictability. It's more than a match, it's a narrative. Will youth overthrow experience? The answer could resonate beyond the doubles draw. GMA Network. Glowing star potential quarterfinal versus Venus. Should both players make it through their respective sections, fans and pundits are already buzzing about a possible singles quarterfinal clash between Eala and Venus Williams. Philstar.com +1. Think of it as a symbolic passing of the torch, not in the literal sense of careers ending and beginning, but as a moment where two different generations trade strategy, firepower, and will. For Eala, this would be a massive measuring stick. For Williams, it's another chance to remind the world why her legend endures. Such an encounter would captivate hearts and headlines alike. Puzzle piece why the ASB Classic matters for Eala. The ASB Classic is not just another stop on the tour for Eala, it's a strategic launchpad. A strong performance here serves multiple purposes. Small Blue Diamond 1. Warm-up for the Australian Open. This tournament sits right before tennis's first Grand Slam of the year, the Australian Open, making it a perfect chance to fine-tune game rhythm and mental toughness. Women's Tennis Association. Small Blue Diamond 2. Confidence builder. With a top 50 seeding and a test against seasoned pros, Eala can validate her status as a rising star amidst elite competition. Small Blue Diamond 3. Narrative momentum. A breakthrough performance in Auckland could set the tone for her entire season, propelling her into the bigger stages with confidence and recognition. And in her homeland, those moments are felt deeply by fans who proudly follow her journey. Philstar.com. Trophy the bigger picture. Alex Eala's journey at the 2026 ASB Classic isn't just about wins or losses, it's about growth, identity, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. Every serve, rally, and tactical adjustment will contribute to a growth story eagerly watched by tennis lovers in the Philippines and around the world. With a mix of veterans and young challengers in the draw, the ASB Classic will be a battleground where experience and ambition collide, and Eala stands right at the center of that electric energy. As she begins her campaign against Donna Vekic and potentially crosses paths with Venus Williams in later rounds, each match will test her heart, skill, and resolve. In this grand theater of tennis that unfolds under Auckland's summer sun, Alex Eala's performance promises to be one of the most compelling subplots, not just for this tournament, but for the season that lies ahead. If you'd like, I can also break down her style of play, strengths and weaknesses, and predictions for each possible round in even more detail. Tennis.